so excited that you are here with us. In the previous video, we talked about what the getting started presentation is. So I have Robbie here and I want to do a little bit of a role play just so you can kind of get a little bit of a feel of what this is going to look like.
Hi, everybody.
So also, with that being said, this is something that you can also take and utilize to yourself. That talk to friends, talk to family, and ask them, say, here, can I role play this with you, just so you can get more comfortable with this. And it also could be a really great tool for you to use just to, as you're role playing, they might have questions and be interested in this as well.
Super great idea. Super great idea. One thing to just chime in right here, just letting you know, we've gone over just to reiterate, my sister, we went over the getting started presentation. So all these slides we're going to go through, it's a form that you can go over with them, but all of these slides and like pictures are going to be prompts of things we've already talked about.
Which is really huge, that you don't have to go in and memorize this, that it's like, oh, here's the next one. So the link is below that you can utilize this, send this to your new team member, and you can go through this with them. Again, all the information, as you take this link and you copy it, you have access to this. This is all yours. We don't have this information, so this is a tool for you.
Also, what's great about that, with the link that my sister just mentioned, is when you click on the link below, you have the form all by yourself and you can edit it. So it's yours. If you want to add in a few more questions, if you want to change things, totally up to you. You do whatever works best for you, but it's your link. And when you give that link out to other people to use, that's yours. Obviously, we don't have any access to any of your people whatsoever. And so just making sure that's apparent right there.
And then the last thing is as it takes time for you to kind of go through this and learn this, it could take a little bit longer. That I'm gonna say when I talk to my new team member, that here, do you have time that you can talk to, that I want to go over and manage some expectations, get you started in the right direction. And this call is going to take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Just by letting them know time up front, so it's not, hey, do you have time to talk? And they only have 5 minutes. So if that's a call, text, message, whatever it is, but asking them, getting them this link and asking them if they have time that they can have this link pulled up on their phone or on a computer for you to go through this with them. So with that being said, let's get started. So we're going to do this role play like we said earlier. I'm not going to go back and forth. We're just going to go straight into character with this. And again, if they have questions, you can say, here, we can go more in depth on this later, or you can go more in depth with it right there, or they can go back and look at these questions or write things down. You make it work the best for you and your personality. This is just a tool to help you out that we have to help us.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be the brand new consultant. I'm just barely brand new, and Brittany's going to be her.
So with that being said, we're going to get going. So ring, 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 ring.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, is this Robbie?
This is.
Hey, Robbie, this is Brittany. How are you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so just like I asked you earlier, you have that link. Do you have it pulled up on a computer, on your phone, that I can go through some of these things with you?
Yep, I got it pulled up on my phone right now.
Okay, awesome. So just again, this could take 20, 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I just want to make sure that you're good with that, just like I asked you earlier.
Yep, totally fine. Let's get into
Awesome,
it.
awesome. Okay, so I have this up on my end so I can go through this with you. So first of all, I just really want to point out, just like on this picture, like you can't see me in person, but oh my gosh, like welcome to the team. I love it. Just so I can keep your information straight, can you just put your name in here where it says name?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and then after you do that, press next and let me know once you go to the next.
All right, I'm the next one.
Okay, I want to reiterate, like you made the right decision. This is one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. I absolutely love this business. I love this opportunity. It has opened doors for me. It's amazing. So I am so excited. Okay, let's go to the next screen.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, So something that I want to really just kind of push out to you is, number one, this is your business. And I think you're awesome. I want you to excel. I want you to just make money and go to that next level. But there's something called dependence versus independence. And what that is like if you have kids at home, or if you know it's just somebody that has kids at home, like you don't want them living there forever. You want them to grow up. You want them to move out, not only just to be empty nesters, but you want to see them excel in life, and you want to just see them just make their decisions and just be amazing. Totally. So my goal for me, or for you, is for you to become independent of me. Is this something that you think would be a good goal?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, having a kid move out, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
So with that being said, how long do you want this to take? So kind of like a kid when they're riding a bike, again, they're going to start out with training wheels. They're going to, we're eventually going to take those training wheels off, but could you put like a number in there, how long you would want this to take?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't really know. Maybe like, what's a good answer? I mean, maybe like 6 months, a year. Like, what do you think is like, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 9 months. How does that sound?
I think that's perfect. So right in there, 6 to 9 months. But again, remember, during this, you can go back and change this. And so as we kind of go through more stuff and it gives you more of an understanding, you might want to, it may take longer, but again, I am here to help you. I am here to push you. So that doesn't mean that you will not have access to me. You will not have me as your sponsor. I'm here to help you, but I want you to be running. So press next.
That makes sense. Okay. I'm on the next one now.
So I am here. I'm your cheerleader. I help you, but you are the one that's going to build your business. This is your business. So how are we going to get you to independence? What does that look like? Well, guess what? I got you covered. So I've got something that it's this amazing, it's the 90-day success plan. We've got step-by-step just to help you, very simple, easy ways, so it's not something to overwhelm you and stress you out. Okay. There's selling, there's recruiting, there's leading. We've got workbooks, homework, goals, everything that you're going to need. Wow. Just so it's not just, I'm not just going to throw you into the trenches and just stress you out.
Okay.
So
awesome. What does that look like? What's inside of that?
So what that is we have them broken down into 30-day chunks. Okay. And they are a video course. Oh. And again, I'll go more in depth into that a little bit into this course. But it will be a step-by-step. Here's daily homework. Here is daily videos, just so it's to help you out. It's anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes a day. Some days are a little bit shorter, but it's just to help you get going, that it's not just all this information coming to you at once.
Cool. Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad.
Awesome. So for your information, like you already know, success is, what is that? Well, that is people that are willing, coachable, and hungry. So you'll hear that throughout different courses that we have. We will talk about that in trainings. And this is something that it's going to be different. It may be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's something that I really want you to know, that it's progress, not perfection. It's just taking time. So you can go to the next slide. But if you can just have that in the back of your mind, that I'm going to be coachable, I'm going to be willing, even though it may seem a little uncomfortable. If you just try it out, there's things that are in here that at first, to me, they seemed like they were uncomfortable. But now that I have tried it and I practiced it, it is ingrained into me and it works. Okay. So just trust the process.
Sounds good. Okay. Thank you.
So like you just asked a second ago, the 90-day success plan, what is that? Well, the first one is self. That is kind of like a job. You're trading time for money. And again, we've got courses, we've got trainings that will go into this later on. Recruiting, again, this is kind of like a job. You recruit people, so that takes your time, but that will turn into a business. because that is something that it creates that residual income. It creates that business that you don't have to be there every single day. And so that's when it goes into the leading and duplication, is that's when it turns into the business. It's just running itself and you're making money and you're not as worried about that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. Kind of like the passive income I've kind of heard about within network marketing. Is that right?
Yes. So the thing that is great that I love with network marketing is there's different ways to make money. There's one, you're selling the jewelry. Two, you build a team and you can make money off the commission.
Okay.
And then you're leading your team. There's all these different things that you get to work this business, but the two ways that you're making money is you're selling the jewelry and you have a team. Where if that's something that you don't want to do, that's totally fine. But just for your information, if you want to build a team, this is something that is very beneficial, that it can turn into that residual income that is nice to have extra money on top of just getting that check in every single month.
Sweet. Sounds awesome.
Okay, go to the next screen. Okay, so something that we have just with network marketing, direct sales in general, there's this 1-3-5-7 rule that they have out there, where within the first year, you are profitable. You're making money, you're building your confidence in yourself, confidence in the product. So plan on, usually within the first year, there's that. In the first 3 years, it can turn into a full-time income. Within 5 years, you can turn into a six-figure earner. And then within 7 years, you can be world-class. Where again, in paparazzi, I have seen people that have done this a lot quicker. We do have the income disclosure that I have sent to you, but if not, I can get you that. But again, I want to really let you know that this is based on a individual person's effort. So it depends on you, and it goes off of you and your business and what you're doing.
Is that more like you mentioned sales and like recruiting? Is this based off a team? Is it just like sell stuff, or what's that kind of based off of?
So this is based off of more of a team and commissions. But again, there are people in this company that they are within sales, they are selling a ton. So it just depends, again, on you, on how much time that you're able to devote to your business. And where if it's only 1 hour a week, it's going to take you a lot longer than somebody that's putting in 40 hours a week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But with that being said, that's what's great about this business is there's not the sales quotas. There's not there's no minimums. It's just for you to help push you, and you can choose if you want this as a hobby or you want to make this a full-time gig. That's what's awesome about this. And with it having these different tools that we have provided that I will be giving you access to, this will just help you along the way.
Cool. So you're like saying I can make money off selling right off the bat, but like this 1-3-5-7 rule that I'm looking at right here is of like more commission based. So it's kind of like extra. That's the passive income.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That is
awesome. That sounds sweet.
And just to throw out there, like I know there are people in this company that are making six figures just in selling jewelry each month.
That's cool.
So again, it's an individual. If people that are doing that, they're putting a lot more time into it. But how would you like people work a whole year some people to get a six-figure income? There's people making that in a month just in sales.
Whoa.
So it is very possible.
Okay, cool.
So with that being said, some parties are going to be good. Some parties are not going to be as good. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. But I am here as a support to help you get back on track and to never quit on a down day. Don't let that define you. So it's just like if you were out learning how, like a little kid, they're out learning how to ride their bike, they fall off their bike and they scrape up their knee, they come crying to you as a parent. Well, if they don't ever get back on that bike and start riding it again, they're never going to know because they were sad because they got hurt. But if they get back on that bike and get going, then they're going to learn how to ride the bike, and they are before long going to be going ups and down those hills. So that's something that I just want to push to you is if you are having a frustrating day, if you scrape your knee, that's totally fine. Get up and just keep pushing through because it's going to be better. I have pushed through it, and I'm a testament of that if I would have quit on my down days, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So
Totally.
just to let you know that. So let's go to the next screen.
Okay.
So I want to let you know if I notice that you're having a down day, or if you are frustrated, where I want to let you know, I do not have a crystal ball. I love ya, but I don't know if you're frustrated, if you're having a bad day or whatnot. So I would ask that we can just keep an open communication so you can let me know. But if you are having a bad day, how do you want me to talk to you? How do you want me to approach you? Or if you let me know, do you want me to, I know there's different people with different personalities. Some people just want to get on the phone and talk about it immediately, or some people are just like, hey, I'm going to let you know that I'm frustrated. I just need a few days just to think about it. Will you write in here, or if you don't have time, we can come back. You can just put an A in here so we can move to the next one. But will you just let me know the best way, how to check in with you, and what would be the best to say, hey, I haven't seen you going live in a week, or I have noticed this, or what is the best way to work with you?
Yeah, maybe just a simple text to kind of check in with me if you haven't noticed anything. I get the crystal ball thing, so just maybe if you could check in every now and then, if you can notice that. I think a text would be nice. Then just to see how I'm doing, then maybe a call. So maybe I'll just write in text to make it simple.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so managing your expectations. So with you starting out, if it's this business or just a business in general, there are moving parts to it, where there are statistics out there that I have heard that usually when people start up a business, it takes 5 to 7 years for them to start getting an income. But the great thing with this company is you can start making money immediately because you sell the jewelry and you're making money immediately. So at first, by you just starting to get ready and do some of these things with getting your Facebook and some of these different assignments that we're going to give you, it may seem like you're getting underpaid starting out for just a little while. And then it's going to feel like you're fairly paid. But from my experience, I can tell you that in the long run, you are going to feel like you are overpaid for the things that you've done. So things that you are doing right now, you may not see the benefits, and it can take a couple months, but just thinking that in the back of your head that what I'm doing now is going to help my future and my future of my family. So just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Also, there are no good experiences and there are no bad experiences. There are only learning experiences. So everything within life, I don't think happens to us. I think that it's here to help us grow and push to that next level. So something just to keep in the back of your mind that this is helping me grow to that next level and be the best that we can be. So
Awesome.
Let's go to the next page. Okay, so something that over time, this is in I'll go into later on the opportunity presentation. And if you haven't seen this, I've got trainings on this. We will train you on this and go through it. But there are these different things that just learning to get to know the product, the company, the comp plan, the team and support that you have from us, the different tools and resources, there's systems, there's so much that we have for you that is going to help you. And just by you knowing these things and starting to have this unshakable belief, it is super helpful to help you in your business. Okay. The last thing is you. We are in the next slide, and you can press next as I talk about this. But I want not only growing you in your business, but I want you to grow as a person. I want you to grow mentally, physically, however it is, just to push you to that next level, to make you the best person that you can be, to build self-confidence, and to have that, what is it called? To have that self-improvement. So that's where we have some of these books. The first one is the Network Marketing by Eric. You can go through these later. You can download them. You can get them on podcasts. These are amazing ones just to help grow you as a person, because as you grow, you will just see things just change.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I've actually read Atomic Habits. Really awesome book. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I love it.
So these are amazing ones. Okay, so another thing that I really want to push is I want you to assume success. So I want you to say, I am a selling machine. I am a recruiting machine. Even if it's still kind of like, oh, I don't know. I want you to really ingrain that into your brain, and you just assume from day one right now that you are amazing. You are so successful. You are just going to kill it in this business. Because if you can't believe it, you can't see it, you can't think it, it's going to be harder. I want you to be all in. So if you can be all in, this is really huge. And there is a power of your getting started story. So go to the next screen. So your getting started stories, just in general, I want you to start collecting them. So it's your why with paparazzi story. Well, it's something like, if you were to go in and, number one, it's, why did you start with paparazzi?
Okay.
Why did you want to do this? Or there's a bunch of different things that it can be. It may be that you were looking for confidence, or that you were just wanting something different, or you were wanting to make money. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. This is your story, and this is very powerful because you're going to relate with people. You're going to be able to connect with them by having that as your story. Product story of how the product makes you feel, or collect stories as you talk to friends and family as they use your product, how it built their self-confidence, how they love the product. You're getting started, how you got started, how you had support, how you had access to all these amazing tools. Your first 90 days, what success you had in the first 90 days. This is something that is huge, to be passionate about your stories, to have the excitement. And it's as you add these stories that say that you lost 100 pounds and you were so excited about it, you'd want to tell everybody. And so this is the same. You just tell everybody about how excited and what it's done for you.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Sweet.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So success loves speed. So my goal is for you to be the best, to be successful, and for you to just jump to those next levels as quick as possible. So some ideas to help you with that is something called your hot market. Well, what is your hot market? That's your friends, your family, and there's a difference of talking to them with selling to them with the product versus building a team. And something with that being said is they might be the highest level of resistance, that it's, why are you doing this, or kind of giving you some pushback. But this is something that I want you to disqualify them and say, I don't want you to sign up. And again, we've got scripts on the next page. You can go back through this and take this. And in other training courses, I've got more scripts and stuff for you.
Okay.
But it's just asking them to help you out, to support you just once buying the product, or just to practice to talk to them about how to sell or get their idea, and just to be a support to you.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds, a lot easier in my head. That's kind of my mentality. I don't want to have to feel like I'm pushing, feel pushy on them.
And that's what I don't want you to do either, is I don't want you to feel like you have to push friends and family. It's just more going to them to ask them just to support you, be there for you. And so you'll see that through some of these scripts here. And again, I've got a bunch more for you, that it's just here, respect me, help me out. Where if you opened a restaurant, you would go and ask them to come and see the restaurant, look around, what their likes, their dislikes, to give you some ideas, send them to your shop. Same thing, come and try the food. Help me out, just support me just once. Same thing.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I like that because it seems like that'd be easier to say it that way. And even if they're interested and you're kind of disqualifying them, they might want to ask questions about it later. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I haven't seen it that way before.
And then what's great about this is that as you kind of do this, it's just getting you practice that they may not be anyone that they may not join your team. They may not come and buy stuff from you again, but it's just giving you that extra practice. So you are just getting it more comfortable with what to say.
Okay.
So let's go to the next one. Okay. So again, I will go through this in later trainings and different things, but there's 4 parts to your story. There's the background. So again, why did you join paparazzi, or what made you want to get started? Like, is it, hey, I'm a teacher and I just wish that I'm staying up all night correcting papers and I'm not able to go and be with my kids. Whatever your background story is, and what did you not like about it? Well, I just said that. You didn't like that you didn't have time with your kids. You found a solution. You found paparazzi. You found this amazing opportunity. Now what's the future? My future seems bright because of, like, what do you see this business being able to do? Well, having residual income, being able to have things for your family. Again, this is just a quick overview. I'm going to go through this more in depth into other trainings and things in the future. And why this is so important is it just helps people to just connect with you and just to understand where you're coming from. And if you have that connection with somebody that's like, oh, it's sometimes when I feel like somebody is telling us, it's that emotional bond, but it's sometimes when someone's like, here, come listen to this or come do this. If I don't know where their heart is coming from or what they've been through and I can't have that emotional bond, then it's they're trying to sell me something, and I just shut down. So I think it's really helpful to have that connection with somebody.
Okay.
So let's go to the next one. Opportunity presentation. I talked about this a little bit earlier. There's the different parts of that. We've got something recorded. I can send this to you. This is amazing because you can send this out to some people that might be interested in the business, that it talks about the product, how awesome it is. It talks about the company, how you can make money, all these amazing points that starting out, it's a lot to just try and think of and remember. And so there's this amazing tool that can help you sell people and help talk about this awesome opportunity. And it's not making you feel like you are selling your friends and family. It's just like, here, let that do the selling. And you have that friendship, you have that connection, you have that emotional bond with them. And then this gives them those facts of like, oh, this makes sense. Why I understand why you did this. I understand why you wanted to sign up.
Okay. Awesome.
So let's go.
That sounds nice to use.
So, and this is something that we've just come out with, and it's so nice just to have access to this. So again, you have access to this. It's amazing. Another thing that I'm going to start talking to you about later on and start pushing you towards is the importance of core rank. In paparazzi, it's also called director, but core rank is something that I want you to hit over and over and over again. So what is it? That is signing up 3 people and having 3 personally sponsored people that you have join your team. And you're going to work with them. You're just like you joined with me. You're going to have people join with you. And then you have them hit core rank. And again, this is something later on. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I'm going to talk about this constantly. Let's have you hit core rank. Okay, let's do it again because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you jump to that next level. And then as you are doing this, you're going to have core rank stories. You're going to tell people about how this has changed your life, how this has helped you in your business. And so this is where, again, just as things happen, it's like, oh yeah, here's another story to have people help emotionally bond, to help them connect with me.
Okay, cool.
So
sweet. I'm looking forward to that.
Let's go to the next. Okay, so depending on how much time you have in a day, I know people have busy lives. They're just constant go. If you could chunk your life out into 15-minute blocks, that it's like, hey, I've got 15 minutes. there is a lot that you can get done in 15 minutes. If you are laser focused and and you'll hear me say income producing activities. So if it's like, okay, I know I need to get this, and this done, you can get so much done that in a 15-minute chunk, or you can spread it out throughout the day. But I would rather have you get it done as quick as possible. And so it's trying to find out in your time schedule when you could have some 15-minute chunks that you could just hit it out and just get going.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so then there is something that I've seen. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but sometimes when you're ready to change your life, or when you are doing something big, or there's a big change coming, sometimes there is a possible testing period that, again, with me and my kids, sometimes I've had my kids get sick and it's like, oh my gosh, I really need to do this. And it's a distraction. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but if it does, I promise, I can't promise, but from my experience, if you can just push through it and you can believe in your business and in yourself, it will get better. You will start seeing it. But I just feel like there have been times where I know something big is just coming. You kind of have that little bit of that. Have you ever had that where it's like, oh my gosh, everything, like somebody that's getting married, I swear you just have all these things that just hit nonstop, and it's like, oh my gosh, I love this person. I know I'm supposed to marry him, but what am I doing? It's the universe and God, whatever you think it is. But I just feel like it's that testing, that it's what you're supposed to do, and you know without a doubt, but you kind of have that craziness sometimes. It's
Totally.
like, hey, I've just got to push through it, and then
feel a little bit of that going on right now. It's crazy.
So that's just to kind of give you some ideas, but it will get better and things will calm down. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so last but not least, we are almost done. Thanks for hanging in here with me, Robbie. But I have, if you haven't already had this sent to you, I have this awesome step-by-step selling training course. This is amazing. So this is what I talked to you about earlier about the 90-day success. This is going to go step by step just to get you. I want you to start making money right now. So I am going to send you this link, and I want to give you an assignment that could you go and just at least watch day 1 tomorrow or tonight or something like that, and just get back to me and let me know just how you're feeling, and if you can get into the workbook. It has all the information there, because I just want to get you going.
Yeah, I actually got the email about the first day, the welcome video and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to jump in and start watching the videos. So sweet.
Awesome. Well, again, this is a tool for you, and you can utilize this. And if you have anyone that's interested to join your team, you can give this to them too. But this is just to help you, because I want you to start making money. I want you to be successful. So that's why this is what we have for you.
Cool. Thank you.
So awesome. Okay. If there's anything, you can go back through this, go back through slides. If you have any questions, please feel free, just write them down and we can schedule another call, or you can send me a message and I'm here to help you, and you can go back and change any of the answers you put in there. But I am so excited. You are awesome. You're going to do great. This is amazing business. So
sweet. Thank you.
Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Talk to you later.
See ya. Bye.
Okay. So you guys, again, this took a little bit longer just because we wanted to kind of go more in depth. With that being said, practice this, because it's taken me time to practice it. You may want to change up your verbiage. You may have more energy. You may have less energy. It is totally fine to have that. But this was just a role play, just to kind of give you an idea of what this would kind of look like. Where again, with me having going through this with new team members, it can take a little bit longer because they may have more questions. And sometimes I feel like I may go into a little bit more information that I don't want you to overwhelm those new team members It's easy. And this is what Robbie says all the time. What do you always say to me? Brittany.
Just keep it simple. We got to keep it simple. So even if like Brittany has like 11 years of knowledge here, she tends to give a lot of information because she has so much. It tends to be a little bit more complicated or challenging to simplify things than overcomplicate things in our lives. Okay. So even if you want to go through and as you start editing this stuff, if you like have your own link, as you click the link below and you can edit it, go through and edit it and say, guess what? I don't really know a lot about the core rank roadmap and the core rank and the story very well. I don't really feel confident and I don't really care about telling them right now. Okay, I'll take it out. Do whatever you do. Brittany knows a lot of this information, so it's easy for her to go into each and everything. This could take you a lot sooner, or my responses were pretty quick and easy. I was just going along with the flow. Maybe they'll talk longer. Maybe this might be an hour call with them. So just play it out and just start testing things out to see what feels right.
So I hope this is a help to you and a good way of just kind of getting a feel for what this looks like.
One thing you can do, obviously we did this as a Google form that we can get on a call together. So you're kind of doing it step by step together like me and Brittany did. You can get on a FaceTime call and go through it together. And instead of doing this, you can kind of share your screen with them like on a Zoom call and share with it. And then you can see each other's faces. You could just get on a call and not have them go through it. And you're just using this as a step-by-step, like kind of cheat sheet. Mm-hmm. So you can do this in a bunch of different ways, or even in person. In person is obviously the best way to do it, but use this together. And I think we only had like 2 questions in there. If you want to ask your own questions in there, that's great. But if not, if you don't want any questions in there and you just want this as a cheat sheet and like kind of like a presentation, do it. Do whatever you want. So again, use this as a tool and a way for you to utilize it the best.
And if you use this and if they submit it and you have their information in there, just like Robbie talked about the day before, you can put this into your CRM, or I'm going to put it into their contact, and then I have it all there. So when I go to contact them again, I know, okay, I talked to them about this. These were some of their questions. These were some of their concerns. These were some of their hesitations or whatnot. And so then your conversation, and it's not, oh my gosh, what did I talk to them about? So it's just a tool to help you out.
Yeah, and since there wasn't a lot of responses on here or questions, that's a great way to go back and kind of use your CRM or a CRM, like we've talked about in a previous video in this course, to fill in that information, just like exactly what Brittany was saying. Just start writing out notes so you remember, because it's easy to remember in the moment, but when you're thinking back a week or 2 later or whatever, you're trying to remember everything you went over. So, awesome.
Okay. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, you guys. Love your life.
Love your life. Okay, bye.
Bye.